Welcome to Philly Pheud. I'm the referee of today's matchup. Let's meet our competition. Here is Team Blue.
Hi, I'm Phil Martelli, head men's basketball coach at St. Joseph's University, joined tonight by Cindy, Gary, and Denise. And everybody at St. Joseph's feels that Fran Dunphy looked a lot better with a mustache.
Philadelphia is known to be a tough city. Let's meet Team Red.
I'm Fran Dunphy, head men's basketball coach at Temple University. I'm joined by Gavin, Nikki, and Tanya, and I'm no Phil Martelli.
We're in search for a team that knows the most about Philly.
Philly Pheud is brought to you by Chickies and Pete's, the #1 sports bar in America, home of fan-friendly fun and famous food. Visit chickiesandpete's.com for locations.
And now, let's welcome our ringmaster, Mike Missanelli.
Hello and welcome to the Philly Pheud. We are live from the #1 sports bar in America, Chickies and Pete's in South Philadelphia. Our referee tonight is the lovely Sigourney McLeaf. Hello, Sigourney.
Hello, Mike. How are you?
Oh, what a show we're going to have tonight. Who would have thought we could have pulled this off? It's a Big Five showdown. Temple and St. Joseph's, headed by St. Joe basketball coach Phil Martelli over here in the blue corner. And in the red corner, we have Temple coached by Fran Dunphy, the men's basketball coach. All righty. The teams will face off in 4 rounds, guessing the top answers to poll questions and lists about Philadelphia. Correct answers are worth 10 points. Incorrect answers gives your opponent a shot at the board, and then we'll go back and forth until all team members make an attempt or until the board is filled. All right, let's bring up our team captains. Come on up, Coach Phil Martelli and Coach Fran Dunphy. All right, according to Philly.com, guys, name the top 5 players in Big Five history. Phil Martelli chimes in first. Phil?
Mark Macon.
Mark Macon. Is Mark Macon on the board? Mark Macon is not on the board.
Ken Durrett.
Ken Durrett. Is Ken Durrett from LaSalle on the board? He has got to be on the board. He is number 4 on the board. All right.
Jameer Nelson.
Jameer Nelson. Jameer Nelson on the board. Yeah, Jameer Nelson on the board.
Kerry Kittles.
Kerry Kittles. Kerry Kittles on the board. Kerry Kittles is not on the board. Sorry, Fran. All right. All right, Cindy.
Lionel Simmons.
Lionel Simmons. Oh, my God. He's got to be number 1, right? He is number 1 on the board. The train.
Mike Bantam.
Mike Bantam, the St. Joe star way back in the day. Is he on the board? He is not on the board.
Hello, Mike.
Good to see you, Gavin.
Yeah, you too. Guy Rogers.
Guy Rogers, of course, representing Temple University. Is he on the board? He is on the board at number 2, Gavin.
I'll try Hal Lear.
Hal Lear from Temple University. Is he on the board? He is not on the board. All right, move over to Jerry. All right, Jerry.
Howard Porter.
Howard Porter from Villanova. Howard Porter is not on the board.
And the answer is?
Time's up, Nikki. Sorry. All right, Denise. Knock it down.
Tom Gola.
Tom Gola from LaSalle, but I don't believe he played in the Big Five. I think that might be a technicality. We'll see if he's on the board. He's not on the board. I don't think the Big Five was formed when Tom Gola played, right? All right, so we move over to Tanya.
I'm going to give the politically correct answer. Khalif Wyatt.
Khalif Wyatt of Temple University. Not on the board. Sorry about that. All right, number 5. I'm going to get oohs and ahs for this. It's a Villanova guy. You know who it is? Villanova? Show him number 5. John Pannone. Let's go to Sigourney for the score.
Well, the Hawks have 10 points on the board, but the Owls are in the lead. They have 30 points
All righty,
on the board.
it's 30-10. When we come back, we'll have round 2, and we'll get to know who these people are here in the Holy War right here on the Philly Pheud.
Stop by the all-new Chickies and Pete's Express, located inside the ShopRite in Brooklawn, New Jersey, and the ShopRite on Fox Street in Philadelphia. Grab your Chickies favorites while you shop or bring them home for the family. Chickies and Pete's Express.
All Oh, what a crowd we have tonight. What a show. Welcome back to the Philly Feud, live from the #1 sports bar in America, Chickies and Pete's in South Philadelphia. We got Temple versus St. Joe's tonight. And if you want to try out for being one of the teams or just come to a taping of the show like a lot of people did tonight, just visit our online website. It is phillyfeud.com. It's spelled P-H-E-U-D. You'll see all the details. So we have the St. Joe's coaches versus Temple coaches. It is time to introduce them. Let's start with the blue team, the St. Joseph's Hawks, right over here. Let's start with the captain. His name is Phil Martelli, the head basketball coach. 19 seasons, has the most career victories in SJU history. 338 wins for this man. 5 NCAA tournament appearances. He's currently the president of the National Association of Basketball Coaches and the National Coach of the Year in 2004 when he had Jameer Nelson, who he did not name on the board. Phil, welcome.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that.
Thanks for being here. To your right, head women's basketball coach of St. Joe's for 13 years, 223 victories, Atlantic 10 2013 champ, Big 5 coach of the year last season, played for the Hawks, and is one of the school's all-time leaders in assists. Cindy Griffin is with us. Cindy, thanks for coming out. To your right, Cindy, head women's coach rowing for 15 years, guided SJU to the 2011 Atlantic 10 title, led the Hawks to 3 gold medals at the Dadvale Regatta. Gary Quinlan is right here. Gary, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. I used to cover the Dadvale way back in the day.
Good event.
That is a good event. And to your right, head coach, women's lacrosse for 16 years, 84 career victories, led St. Joe's to the Atlantic 10 championship in 2009. Denise Rossler is here. Denise, thanks for coming. Alrighty, let's move over now to Team Red, the Temple Owls. The captain, the head basketball coach, the only person to coach 2 Big 5 teams in the NCAA tournament, 468 wins in 24 years. Mr. Fran Dunphy is here. Fran.
Good to see you, Mike.
Good to see you. How's the golf game, all right?
Stinks.
That means you're working hard on the recruiting trail. That's what that means. To your left is the man who is in the Hall of Fame and men's crew coach for 34 years. He coached U.S. men's 4 at the 2000 Olympics and 20 Dadvale Regatta titles. Yeah, I remember interviewing this man. Mr. Gavin White is here. Gavin, good to see you. To your left, Hall of Fame women's fencing coach, her 42nd year at Temple. 2-time Olympic fencer, 76 and 80, 671 career wins. Nikki Frank is right here. Nikki.
Hi, how are you? Welcome.
Nikki, I covered fencing at Penn State for the collegiate. How about this? Epi, foil, and what's the other one?
Saber.
Saber. I didn't cover it well enough, apparently. To your left, yes. Head women's basketball coach, led the Owls to 3 NCAA tournaments in 5 years. Tanya Cardoza is here. Tanya. All righty, it is time now for question number 2 on the Philly Feud. Let's bring up Cindy, and we'll bring up Gavin. All right, here is the question. According to the Princeton Review, name the 5 most popular college majors. Gavin.
Yo. Education.
Education. Is education on the board? Education is number 5. All right. Education is correct. All right, Gavin.
Psychology.
Psychology. Is psychology on the board? Psychology is number 2, Gavin.
Sociology.
Sociology. Is sociology on the board? Sociology is not on the board. Not on the board. All right, Cindy, what do we have?
Business.
Business. Is business on the board? Business is the number 1 answer.
Communications.
Communications. Communications on the board. Not on the board, Cindy. Sorry. Nikki, according to Princeton Review, name the 5 most popular college majors.
History.
Is history on the board? Sorry. All right, Gary.
Engineering?
Engineering. Is engineering on the board? Engineering is not on the board. Let's move over to Tanya. Tanya?
How about biology?
How about biology? Is biology on the board? Biology's on the board.
How about English?
English. Is English on the board? English is not on the board. All right, Denise.
Accounting, finance.
Accounting or finance? That's a very good answer. Is it on the board? It is not on the board. I'll give you a hint. None of your players probably have this major.
Nuclear physics. Now, let me guess.
What do you mean guess? You already guessed.
No, I didn't. I was just being funny.
he's
You
being
told me
funny.
not to be funny. Political science.
He's been funnier than you tonight. I got
No,
it for
give me a
it.
break.
Political science. Not on the board. All right. Mr. Phil.
Fine arts.
A lot of people don't know that Phil Martelli was a fine arts major. Fine arts, is it on the board? Not on the board, Phil. Sorry about that. The number 3 answer on the board is, you guys gonna miss this. Number 3 is nursing. Sigourney, what is our score?
The Hawks have 20 points on the board, but the Temple Owls are still in the lead. They have 60 points.
60-20, Temple over St. Joe's. We'll come back with round 3. And it's a question they're quite familiar with. We'll do it right here in the Philly Pheud. Come on back. Welcome back to the Philly Pheud. We are live from the #1 sports bar in America, Chickies and Pete's in South Philadelphia. We'd like to mention that Philly Pheud is making a donation to the Caoches versus Cancer, a charity that's close to these teams' hearts. If you'd like to donate as well, just go to the website, cancer.org, for details. All righty, let's bring up our third contestants, Gary and Nikki. Come on up, guys. All righty, guys, you know the rules by now. We asked 76 Philadelphians. You see what we did there?
76, I like that.
Name something a basketball coach does during a game when he or she gets angry. Nikki.
Throw a chair.
Throw a chair. Throw a chair on the board. Throw a clipboard or a chair. Bobby Knight apparently coaches in Philadelphia. All right, Nikki. Got control of the board.
Yell at the players.
Yell at the players. Yell at the players. Is that on the board? Judges? We need a ruling on that? Yells at refs.
Same thing.
We decided to give it to you, Nikki. St. Joe people are not happy.
Yeah, we're gonna hose this.
All right, Nikki.
Come up with a new strategy.
Come up with a new strategy. Is that on the board? That is not on the board. No new strategies here with these two coaches.
Rip off their tie.
Rip off their tie. Not on the board, Gary. Sorry about that. All righty, Tanya, what do you do when you're really angry?
It depends on who I'm angry with. How about call a timeout?
Timeout on the board. Not on the board. Sorry about that. All right, Denise.
Take their jacket off.
Take their jacket off. Take their jacket off on the board. It's not on the board. These are all great answers. All right, Fran.
Stomp their feet.
Stomp their feet.
A little more pronounced. There you go.
Is that stomping their feet on the board here? Not on the board. Not on the board. Sorry. Sorry, Fran. All right, we move over to Phil Martelli. Phil, during a game and you get angry, what do you do?
Well, I don't, but others might curse.
Curse. Curse on the board. Is curse on the board? It is on the board.
Substitute.
Substitute. When you get angry, you just pull a guy out of the game so you can ream him.
Not me. Other coaches.
All right. Is that on the board? Substitute. It's not on the board. These are all great answers. They didn't make the top 5. Gavin?
Gesturing.
Gesturing, like pointing and stuff like that. Yeah, gesturing, pointing, stuff like that. It is on the board at number 3. Hands in the air, pointing. Good one, Gav. All right, there is one left. It's number 5.
I got nothing.
All right. He's got nothing. We move over to City.
I'm going to say cover your face.
Cover your face. Cover your face on the board. Not on the board. All righty.
Throw a towel.
Throw a towel. That's a pretty good one. Is that on the board? That is not on the board. All right, so number 5, as we end the round, the last one is kick something. You kick something. You kick a bleacher or something. Never done that, Phil? I've seen you do it. Sigourney, what is our updated score?
Well, the Hawks have 30 points on the board, but the Temple Owls are still in the lead. They have 90 points.
All righty, so there you go. There's our score. We come back, we'll have round 4. It's a Sixers question. Come on back right here in the Philly Pheud.
Stop by the all-new Chickies and Pete's Express, located inside the ShopRite in Brooklawn, New Jersey, and the ShopRite on Fox Street in Philadelphia. Grab your Chickies favorites while you shop or bring them home for the family. Chickies and Pete's Express.
welcome back to the Philly Feud live from the #1 sports bar in America, Chickies and Pete's, right here in South Philadelphia. We have two teams here that are used to competing against each other in athletics, but now it's time to test their brain, not their brawn. All right. First of all, the hawk keeps flapping. The owl does absolutely nothing over here. That's the better mascot job right over there. All right. Let's bring up our fourth contestants. Denise, come on up, and Tanya, come on up. According to basketballreference.com, guys, name the Sixers' all-time leader in field goals. Denise.
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson. Is he on the board? He is 3 on the board. Number 3, Allen Iverson.
Snow. The last name Snow.
Oh, Eric Snow.
Eric Snow.
Oh, Eric Snow. Is Eric Snow on the board? No, Eric Snow's not on the board. All right, we move over to Tanya. All right, Tanya.
Dr. J.
Julius Erving. Julius Erving has to be on the board, right? Julius Erving is number 2 in field goals. All right, there are 3 answers left on the board.
Was Mo Cheeks a scorer?
You want to go with Mo as your answer? Mo Cheeks. Is Mo Cheeks on the board? Mo Cheeks is not on the board, Tanya. All right, Mr. Martelli.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain. Is Wilt Chamberlain on the board? He's not on the board. That's almost impossible.
That's impossible.
So how many years did he play with the Sixers? Maybe not enough. Fran Dunphy, according to basketballreference.com, named the Sixers' all-time leader in field goals.
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley. Is Charles Barkley on the board? Charles Barkley's not on the board. They're talking about guys maybe had a lot of foul shots, maybe not enough field goals. I don't know.
Moses Malone.
Moses Malone. Is Moses Malone on the board? I don't think he had a good, long enough Sixers career. He is not on the board. All right.
Answer would be Hal Greer.
Hal Greer. I think you got it, Gavin. Let's see if Hal Greer's on the board. Number 1. All right, number 1 is Hal Greer, old school, 60s guy. All right, there are 2 left, and I can tell you that both of them played in the 60s.
Andrew Tony?
He's not on the board. All right, Gary.
Chet Walker.
Chet Walker. Is Chet Walker on the board? Chet Walker is not on the board. All right, here's the hint that I will give the teams. The remaining 2 players on this list are Caucasians. That's the hint. Nikki's out. That's how old this question is. All right, Nikki.
Billy Cunningham.
Billy Cunningham.
Was he Caucasian?
Number 5. She just asked me, was he Caucasian?
That was a joke.
As
That was a joke.
far as he knows, he is.
Don't tell him.
All right. All right, Nikki. Number 4 left.
Not Darryl Dawkins. Ooh.
All right. All right, so there's 1 left. All right, you ready for this? Gotta throw it up there. Dolph Shaves. Dolph Shaves. He played in fire. Well, when he played in the 40s, he scored a lot of field goals, and you didn't know him. All right, Sigourney, what is the score so far?
The Hawks have 40 points on the board, and the Owls are in the lead with 120 points.
120 to 40. We'll find out who the winners are next on the Philly Feud. Welcome back to the Philly Feud live from the #1 sports bar in America, Chickies and Pete's in South Philadelphia. All right, it is time for the lightning round. Your designated player will have 1 minute to give the team clues about 10 items related to Philadelphia. You cannot say any part of the name, place, or thing. You'll be disqualified. Each correct response is worth 20 points. This round will determine the winners of the Philly Feud. Let's bring up the team that's behind. It's the St. Joe Hawks. They are trailing 120 to 40. Come on up now. Who's giving you clues? Mr. Phil Martelli will be given the clues, and your team will station themselves right over here. All right, the pressure is on. You got to come from behind. I've seen a lot of teams do it.
I'm absolutely ready.
We have 1 minute, 10 items, go.
Former Temple coach.
John Chaney.
John Chaney.
Temple plays.
Lee Core Center.
Lee Core Center.
Argentine point guard. Temple.
Pepe Sanchez.
Pepe Sanchez.
Crew race.
Dadville.
Dad Vale.
Coach LaSalle.
John Giannini.
Hall of Famer Philadelphia.
Phil Martelli. John Chaney. What kind of Hall of Fame? What?
Villanova coach. Women's.
Harry Preda.
Harry Preda.
Leading scorer in the Big Five receives.
An award.
Former St. Joe coach. Cindy's cousin.
John Griffin's correct. 20 seconds left.
Come on, bud. Come on. Come on.
I might know those.
Give me that other one.
Coach of LaSalle.
John, you need it. We already did that.
You already
Well, we
got
get it
that.
right- we
You
get it
threw away
again.
the cards, so you have to give one.
Hall of Fame is
Six.
Herb McGee.
Herb McGee is
Women's
correct.
coach Villanova.
She got
Brenda, we already did that.
She got Herb McGee out of the blue. Time's up. Time's up. It's totally out of control. Martelli's thrown away cards that he passed. All right, but they did a nice job there. Sigourney, how many points did they accumulate there?
They did do a nice job. They put 200 points on the board.
200 points on the board. All right, so it's 200 to 120. That means the Temple Owls need several answers correct to win. All right, you know how it works. All right, Gab, you give the clues. They have to get what's on that card. All righty, we got 1 minute to go. Go.
Roman Catholic LaSalle College basketball.
Speedy Morris.
The name of the new facility at LaSalle.
The Gola Arena.
No, St. Joe, rather. I'm sorry.
Hagen Arena.
Hagen Arena.
Penn head coach.
Penn head coach.
Yeah.
Bob Weinauer. Now, Jerome Allen.
Jerome Allen's correct.
Where the boats are.
Oh, can't say boat. Disqualified.
Right, my fault. Villanova coach.
Jay Wright.
Jay Wright's correct.
Villanova St. Joe's basketball game is also known as
The Holy
The
War.
Holy War's correct. 30 seconds left.
Drexel basketball head basketball coach, men's coach.
Bruiser Flint.
Bruiser Flint's correct.
Former Hall of Fame coach at Temple on the women's side.
Dawn Staley.
That's it.
Dawn Staley's correct.
And the one guy
10 seconds.
from the Big Five that went on into politics,
Tom Goal is correct.
best out ever according to John Chaney.
3, 2.
Mark Macon.
Mark Macon is correct. The final tally. Sigourney,
Well, the Hawks had 200 points, but Temple just won the game. They have 300 points.
300 to 200. The Temple Owls are the winners. And the winners on today's show receive gift cards from Chickies and Pete's and Ventresca's, the men's store. They also get certificates for a full detail at Franklin Auto Spa and Fraser. We'll see you next time as we search for who knows the most about Philadelphia. Right here on the Philly Pheud.
Promotional consideration for Philly Pheud provided by Sugar House Casino, Philly Loves a Winner, and by Ventresca Limited, the men's store in Doylestown, and by Greater Philadelphia Tourism. Visit us online at visitphilly.com.